All right, I'm on here, and Melanie Hall from the Canada Science and Technology Museum is going to jump on there and launch me through the roof as part of the science of sport, right? No, we're not going to.
I'm very strong. No.
So we're actually it's Science at the Games is the name of this kind of activity slash exhibit. It's going on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Yeah, this week. So it starts tomorrow. It's very exciting. So we're going to have things like gymnastics in the museum, so a tumbling class, learn about stability, sort of science, and Olympics and sports and how they relate. Because a lot of people think that science and sports really don't belong together, but I'm going to show you that they're all intertwined.
I think without science, sport, the human beings wouldn't be where they are.
Probably not.
Right, because from the science of nutrition right down to the science of what works and working out and balance and all that. I think it's totally amazing watching people, and sometimes I have no explanation for how they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right? And that's kind of where this can help.
Exactly. So it's interesting to note that not only are basketball players, for example, very tall, but they also have really long arms.
Okay.
And their arms actually act as simple machines, which in science, simple machines are things that help us do work.
Okay.
And they're levers, they're arms. And they have especially long levers attached to them, and so they can do a lot more work with their arms.
Interesting.
So I'm going to show you sort of how that works a little bit with a more simple model. So it's not our arm, but this is sort of a seesaw lever.
Right.
So Jeff, I'm going to get you to stand on that side.
Yes.
And I'm going to try to lift you from this side. This is a simple machine. It should help me do work. So let's see if this works. I'm just going to. Okay. So this doesn't really work.
Sure doesn't.
I think I need to eat a bit more breakfast if I want to do
surprised.
that. But we can do something better. So the longer that our lever is, the lever arm is, the easier it is to do work. So I'm going to extend my piece of the lever. And I'm going to put you on a shorter end. I'm going to see if I can do the same thing.
Okay. Just hoping I don't slip off.
Yeah, so I hope you have good balance today.
I'll just hold on to that so we stay safe.
I've been practicing this.
Okay.
There we go.
Wow.
So now I can stand here.
With 1 foot.
With 1 foot and lift you up because my lever arm is longer. So this helps us do work in sports, in lots of different things.
Isn't that amazing? So I just walk down and get off now?
Yeah, otherwise you're going to go
launching in the air. It could go horribly wrong.
There you
go. That's just a simple demonstration of how easy that is. Like, that's very cool.
It's very simple. And so things like when we use rackets in sports, for example, it's sort of an extension of our arm.
That's right. It gives
I've got a badminton racket over here.
So it gives you that extension so you have more power. Like if I were to hit anything with a handball, that's the difference, right? Like a handball with a hand, you have nowhere near the speed as with a tennis racket, for instance.
Exactly, and you can feel it. And we sort of, as humans, we know that intrinsically.
Right.
And science has helped us sort of develop these tools to extend our abilities, which is really cool.
I like that. That's very cool.
It's very cool.
And what I like about it is it's a demonstration that even kids can really understand, right? Like you showed them that, and it all makes sense. It's not ultra complicated science.
Right.
Even though probably all of the formulas that go with that are crazy complicated, right?
Some of them are more complicated, yeah, but this is more intuitive. So kids also, they love to get launched on this and play seesaws.
But of course.
So, of course.
So what else have we got here? Okay.
So we'll talk about this basketball. So we did talk about basketball players, but on the actual basketball itself, you'll see it's all textured here, right? So why is that? And it's actually to provide friction from the hands. So I can't, my hands are really small. Maybe you can
I don't think I can palm it either. No, I can't.
But imagine if it was really slippery, it would slip right out of your hands. You'd never be able to catch the ball.
Absolutely.
You'd be the fumbler basketball player or whatever it is. So we put friction on there. And friction is another science concept, physics concept. And there's even friction, there's friction everywhere.
Right.
So it's resisting force.
Okay.
And there's friction between these two pieces of paper, whether you knew it or not. So I'm going to show you how strong friction can be. It also happens in, so Usain Bolt, the track shoes that they wear. So all of those track 100-meter runners, they're able to do it because they've got
It's funny, those runners have been saying that the track is fast. I'm like, what does that mean? It means that they've built a particular compound of friction that is ultra fast. These people are able to grab and better grip, and friction's everything when you're trying to launch forward, right?
Yeah, because you can imagine if it was ice, it wouldn't work very well, right?
Right.
So that works the opposite when we're playing hockey.
So are you going to show me something?
I'm going to show you.
I think I know what you've done here, and I'll be surprised if we can't get this apart.
So you can actually make this at home if anybody's really interested in spending hours folding pages of the phone book. This is a nice Ottawa phone book, one on top of the other.
Right.
So we've just done this, intertwine them.
This is the most useful use for a phone book, by the way.
So like I said, there's friction between each of these pages, but we've done it, I don't know how many pages there are, about 1,000 times.
Right, so as you showed with two pieces, friction is not an issue, right?
So you're pretty strong. You're pretty strong
Clearly
there. You're overcoming the force of friction.
Yeah.
So why don't you try with this friction here?
What
So I'll just get you to grab the two ends and try to pull it apart.
With the ropes, you mean?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah. Okay, so not so much, but maybe Jeff, maybe you're just not strong enough to do this.
Okay.
So why don't we get some helpers here? I think I've got some ladies from agriculture who made some ice cream.
Maybe I can pull Leanne in here, maybe to give me a hand. What do you think, Leanne?
Why don't we get here, and we'll get 3 on this side.
Okay.
Okay.
Here, there you go.
Okay,
Let's see if we can
go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh my goodness.
So it's not
really? This is not glued?
Not budging. There's no glue. Like I showed you, it's all just friction in here. So it's the force of friction. Actually, I don't think we'd be able to tear it apart without breaking the bindings of this with what our nice little rope here.
You could hang me from the ceiling with that.
That's how powerful friction is.
I'm wondering which intern was the person that actually spent the hundreds of hours placing each individual sheet in between.
Well, I mean, it's worth it because the demonstration is incredible.
It's remarkable.
It is,
Isn't
yeah,
it awesome?
absolutely. So
really well done.
It's very cool. So we'll be doing stuff like this for the next 3 days at the museum, Canada Science and Tech Museum. Come join us, and we'll have lots of fun. We're having track and field outside. Like I said, gymnastics. We've got Jean Labonté, an Olympic gold medalist, sledge hockey medalist, who's going to come and talk. And
that's awesome.
It'll be very cool.
I like that, Canada Science and Technology Museum, and you can do that tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. Right?
All 3 days. Yeah,
so cool. I'm going over here so I can.
All right. So yeah, I tried, but look at that. Every single page, someone is crazy enough to do that. Isn't that amazing? All with friction.